Hello and welcome to the VR Master League. Today we have Lemon Squad versus BossFight. Hopefully a very exciting matchup indeed, as we will have two top tier teams going off against each other in what could hopefully be a bit of an upset, with Lemon Squad maybe being taken away. That's my prediction, at least. As I'm sure every single one of you know, my predictions are less predictions and more curses. Anyway, we have the bands here. And I believe also we may have the first map, and yes we do. Take a look at this. So the band we have from the home team, Lemon Squad, and a surprising band, maybe it's a bit of a crush band, Tanker. And from the opposing team, the away team, BossFight, we have the kind of same as Tanker, just Cargo. Surprising that BossFight is the one that banned Cargo, considering they are a bit of a menace on it. But anyway, into the first map, it's going to be bizarre, nice and neutral, no particularly rough objectives, no particularly favoured sides, nice and even, very common matchup to have on this nice common map to have again in a matchup like this. That's what I'm trying to say. We're going to be hopping into the lobby imminently and hopefully be going in a very short period of time. Because Lemon Squad and BossFight, they're not two teams to mess about. They're not beginners. God knows we don't need another kind of team like that. So slow. But they have a interesting possible outcome here. It could go many ways. And what is this? Oh, let me check the roster of Lemon Squad here. It appears that Lemon Squad is using a reservist. Either a reservist or someone playing on an account whose name I do not recognise. I'll be curious to see how that works out for them. Definitely don't recognise it. It's Eco Beniets. Ekobniets. No idea who he is. I guess we'll have to see how his performance is in the coming rounds, or maybe he'll be switched out shortly with a player that might be running a little bit late. Maybe he's in traffic like Arsenic was during Globochem versus G-Men. Lemon Squad, they have an interesting pseudo kind of prediction here. They went up against Silent Purge in the first week of Season 6, and it was 10-10, nice and tied score, with Silent Purge losing, unfortunately, as they missed out on the first two maps. But BossFight also had a matchup with them just last week against Silent Purge 8-8. Of course, with Silent Purge losing yet again to the first two maps, so taking away 4-0 on Downfall. Be interesting to see if considering that both matchups were so close, is Silent Purge going to draw them together and make it also a close matchup in, give us a view of a close matchup in this match, or who knows. But we do at least have Scorpion from BossFight. Feels like it's been forever since I've seen him play in a league match, and he's missing his BossFight insignia for some reason, but he's at least playing. It feels like it's been too long before I've seen some Scorpio action. And now that we are going to be hopping in shortly, we will just cut to the music for a minute. And here we are going into the match now. The first round of Bazaar, and it's going to be that fabled North objective on the 2-story. Again, some calisthenic warm-ups here on Lemon Squad's side, and judging by the fact that he's also joining in, I can tell that he is definitely a member of Lemon Squad and not a reservist. Must be someone on their Oculus account or like that. Is something very common with teams that have been to events. But let's see what BossFight rather is planning to do here. So far it seems they're doing their standard spread here, coming up the western flank with most of the guys, with Hooch being their main overwatch on the centre. So far, little noise though. They're waiting for the picks. Lemon Squad isn't going to give them away, but they're certainly waiting for them. Possibly Weatherballoon and Sharku will have to deal with Polispill, the captain's, well, ex-captain, sitting up front. He's in a good position to just wait them out and pre-fire around the corner the second they step out too far. Or start making a little bit too much noise. Sharku's being extremely cautious. He knows there's got to be someone inside these buildings, or at least very close to them. It's a very common position, either in this stairwell, in that stairwell, or in this building where Polispill currently resides. In fact, he's on the stairs. That's an even more common position. But we have the smokes popped in North Street. This is going to be a push very shortly. Sharku whiffed his a little bit, but was protected off Polis. He's thinking about rushing forward, but he's given up on it. This is a risky one. Nade comes out from Weatherballoon and downs himself. He tried to throw it. The stairs didn't work out. Polis nades get Sharku, and he's going to possibly take down both of them. And yes, he does. 2 men down for BossFight already, and they're starting their push up the northern side. They're going to have to deal with Sharku and also another. There goes Scorpio and Scooby-Doo, taken down by Rafnek. Ikobinet's managing to take down one before he died, though. Now it's just Hoochie left. The last man left, the man with the golden touch, coming in from the south of the centre market. He's going to have a very uphill battle ahead of him this time. He does manage to tag Ikobinets though. That's taking him down nice and clean. He does still have 4 members of Lemon Squad against him though. It's going to be a very big struggle if he wants any chance to be able to win here. But it's a possibility. We've seen Hoochie occasionally pull things off, very occasionally. But maybe this will be one of those times. He's in a good position. He has a decent amount of time, 3 minutes 20. Not sure if he will be able to pull everything off exactly as he needs to. A little bit of a distractory smoke. Trying to have a feign that he might be crossing over back to the west. I don't see them actually falling for that. They know he's going to be coming from the south, but it doesn't matter. Calchov exposed himself for some reason and get taken down, leaving 2 members left. Where did that 3rd member go? Looks like he might have fallen back from the east, gone north, and that was who got picked off. Strange moves. No, that must have been... Yes, I thought so. There was a drop on Lemon Squad side. The guy sitting in the eastern flag and a team kill from Polispill takes down Rafnek. This has gone from a 4v1 to a 1v1. This is absurd. Hoochie's only killed 2 people. If Hoochie can clutch this will be a huge embarrassment for Lemon Squad. And Polispill rushes out and gets taken down, and it's a clutch from Hoochie, who doesn't even do much work. He just takes them down by sitting back and waiting it out. That is unfortunate for Lemon Squad, the drop and the team kill. Very, very unlucky. And yes, we have the news from Killinger. That is Baconost, Ikobinets. You know, I just realised that is an anagram of Baconost. Oh, I should have noticed that a little bit earlier, but Geeka Released is back in. Oh, and Too Old almost killing me. I choked on my water. Coming in with the tier 1 and tier 3 sub. Thank you for your support, Too Old. believe that's the first tier 3 sub on the channel. Lots of tier 1s, but that's the first tier 3. Congratulations. We're in the Buxton Book of Hall of Fame, but currently it's not on that page and I'm not going to turn it. I'm sorry. Now, Liz, we should be hopping into the next round very shortly. It was amazing to see who... Actually, he got 3 kills that round. He must have took down also somebody else. Actually, no, never mind. He took down Calistrop, he took down Baconos as he rushed about the objective, and also the third man, Calistrop, on the second floor. Had a little bit of a false start there. Feels like the timer ran out and they weren't ready, so they've temporarily paused it. And we have the train of subs coming in now. Too Old starting a fire, Chief Pineapple with the Twitch Prime sub, Arsenic also with the tier 1 sub. Thank you for your support, as I'm sure Viper will probably tell you. If he doesn't, you can blame him for everything that goes wrong during this league match. It's taking some time, so while we're here we can very quickly add the map to the scoreboard. There you go, that is the map, and also score 1.2 boss fight. No, it's not boss fight, this is boss fight. There you go. Not entirely sure what they're taking their time with, but we're well over the minute 30 mark and they should hopefully be speeding up relatively shortly. Just as I say that, we're going straight in. Just as I start complaining, they are nice and readied up. Thank you, teams. Let's get straight in. The second round, the first of which boss fight narrowly clutched. I think Scooby-Doo might have taken the wrong loadout. You can hear him exclaiming there. Uchi's calling for a 2-0, and there will be a very nice lead to have on Bazaar. It can be slightly difficult to come back from a 2-0 though, not impossible. 3-0 slightly more so. We've already got the suppressive fire coming out from Polis there, but most of the teams are moving up the eastern flank now, and that means they're going to have to tussle with Weatherballoon himself, who's sitting inside the building waiting for them. We do have Weatherballoon. Did manage to catch Rafnek on the opposite side of the street actually. Looks like he's falling back. He does not want to tussle with the 3 members lining up to get a refrag. Be smart, he will not peek that yet again. But we do have a member of BossFight way up in the north. He's pushed up so aggressive that Sharku is toying with Caldrop on the northeast road. There's no way he can actually catch him through that window unless he's incredibly lucky. He has next to no cover behind this wall, considering how low he has to crouch just to get behind the wall. But Caldrop, he's backing off. He wants no part of this deal. But at least Weatherballoon and Baconos are right next to each other now. The second Baconos picks this corner and tries to go out, he's completely dead. Weatherballoon, however, he's looking the wrong way. Scorpio also not getting enough cover and gets taken down by Polis. This is a very nice round for Lemon Squad to start off with already. Scooby at least has a pretty good position to watch over that eastern side and the main objective area. As long as someone covers that back entrance, he's in a very good spot. Unless Baconos gets ready with a frag. It's a very common position, that fountain. So I expect to see a frag imminently on top of that fountain position. And if I don't, I'll be slightly disappointed. So far they're taking their time. They surprisingly haven't exploited that really nice early 2 picks they got onto 2 members. They may be losing 1 member and these kind of spooked them and slowed them down a bit. do have the failed nair from Giga there. He tried to catch the fountain from the looks of it, but it was not to be. He just bounces off the top of the corrugated metal there and just hits the floor. Completely and utterly worthless. Also, Calchop messes up his smoke as well. Unbelievable. Come on, guys. But Sharko at least goes for a peek. It doesn't work out. Gets taken down by a refrag from Scooby. Manages to secure the kill. And then again, there goes Geeka. Taken out by Hoochie. Also nice. Would have gone if he wasn't already down. Scooby, though, picked off around the fountain. Calchop managed to get it. Now it's a 1v2. BossFight in a really bad way yet again. One member coming in from west and east simultaneously. They are going for a flank now. I'm not sure what Calchop was shooting there, maybe confirming the body, but that has tipped off Hoochie and he's gone way for the kill. He does manage to get tagged by Calchop. He has to back off now. This is far too dangerous for either of them to actually contest with. Hoochie's a single bullet away and Calchop did not have very good cover. Hoochie being so risky running out there. I can't believe that. But Polis, at least, what kind of gun is that? He's using the M249 Hollow. Some interesting suppression. I don't think I've ever seen Polis use that weapon before. And Hoochie runs straight out into the open again and gets taken down by Polis. And finally, Lemon Squad managed to come back from that with those nice early picks and the like. Such a nice early pick there. Those two members, I believe it was actually it was Weatherbloom and also I believe it was Scorpio on the center. Yes, Scorpio and Weatherbloom both taken down, which was some really nice early picks to take down because Weatherbloom and Scorpio, as I'm sure most of our viewers know, is that my god, these people, they are incredibly good at close quarters. They are not quite Jizzy Pants dear, but they are certainly up there with how quickly they can raise their weapon and just tap you in the head in close quarters combat. But regardless, Lemons, they are seeming to be in a good way so far, but it's only the second round just finished, so things can still go either way. If we see a cap, we'll see just quite how good of a place they're in, regardless of whose team actually caps, Lemon Squad or BossFight. Their response to a disparaging situation or a good lead is some of the most important things to see how a team is feeling on a particular day. And here we go, straight into the next round. Absolutely no messing about, right at the timer. Thank you, teams. You're being so organised today.
Close one.
And it's a close spawn. This is a dangerous one. The East objective with close spawn against two of BossFight's best close quarters players. They are definitely going to be going for a rush here.
That was the weakest yeehaw I've ever heard.
Lemon Squad is totally unfazed. Calchop bringing up the morale if there was any kind of drop, which I sincerely doubt there was. Lemon Squad is not a team to be very quickly discouraged. But look at this super quick rush. We've already got two members inside the objective building, but Hoochie's pushing up along with Scoob and Scorp and Weather very quickly along with Sharku. What is going there? But Sharku taken down. Scorpio also taken down by Baconos on that northern side. Really nice nade. And also Pick in the window. They have to get those revives. It's not going to work out though. Two already confirmed. Bacon, unfortunately, refragged by Weatherbloom, but those early confirms are exactly what Lemon Squad need for this defense. It's actually going to get the revive onto Scorpio at least. That is exactly what you need. You want to get that kind of player up. But Hoochie, he's being incredibly risky. There's no way he'll actually survive this. But he does manage to take down Geek release. That's an important pick on that eastern side. Opening it up entirely, though there is nobody attacking that side. It does, however, give them very good moves to come in from this south of centre market. They just need to deal with Polispill inside the blue room first if they want any kind of chance of coming up to the objective here. There goes Weatherby. He tried to push out, and Caltrop just punished him. They're playing so aggressive with this defense, holding that northern two-story area. It's just a death trap for them right now, leaving BossFight with just Hoochie and poor Scorpio left alone. But Hoochie can actually put some serious damage here. He just needs to catch Caltrop and Ravnik. Well, he did see Ravnik through the window. Unfortunately, Scorpio does take down Caltrop and Ravnik. The objective is open right now. Hoochie could actually go for the cap. It's all up to a Polispill. He's going to nade in the objective. The nade looks like it won't. It could actually be far enough. Hoochie's going for the cap. Polispill's going to see him, take him down. Now Scorpio's going to be rushing in. It's unfortunate he's not actually going to be rushing in fast enough to catch Polis as he moved into cover. But at the very least, he's going to be in a very good situation to actually deal with this. But Polispill's playing so risky and it doesn't play off. And Scorpio takes it, celebrating there with a nice yay. So far, Lemon Squad looking really good, though they are failing to catch some of those key moments. Just tiny little mistakes, like if Polispill had gotten the nade slightly better, or not played so aggressive or on the objective, it could have gone to a 1-2 here instead of a 2-1. Only little things, but still, it's not enough information on only the third round finish to start placing bets. Though placing bets is early on is exactly how you place a bet, but placing in informed decisions on the first 3 rounds, not so good. We have some time to hopefully look through a replay here, where we can see Hoochie try his desperate attempt. You can see Caltrop picked off, playing too aggressive for too long on the northern side. He did manage to tag Ravnik though, Hoochie. He goes for the cap, but he seems to be a little bit slow with it, as he just stands out in the open for a bit too long. Fortunately, it just doesn't work out, though it does work out in the long run.
We've all got to be on point.
So make sure you get your tablet in a nice comfy spot.
It looks like Sharku's having some tablet problems, as Scooby has to remind him to keep that tablet in a nice spot.
Don't make such effective sound effects.
Lemon Squad at least is feeling very good from the looks of it. But the question is, will they be able to pull it back to a 2-2? I expect this will be a very long match. I may have to pause it and just grab a drink of water between like the second map or something. So I am admittedly already very low. Those plays with the aggressive plays from Caltrop, that's not what I expected out of a EU team like Lemon Squad. I expected them to play a little bit more passive, but it worked out very well for them until he played too aggressive for too long in the wrong kind of situation. So far, this is quite a standard defense. Weatherballoon's in a standard spot. Very easy to take him down in there. In fact, I'm surprised that he's actually staying there. It's so easy to take him down, but Scooby, rather. What is this? I can't tell if he's holding the tablet sideways to look at it better, or if it's to distract him. Distract the enemy, rather. Oh, that is sneaky. He's looking through the gap in the tablet and the wall because of its shape, and that's giving him information without having to expose himself in the slightest. That's a smart one. This negative could be devastating for Lemon Squad if he gets it just right. He totally whiffs it. Scooby blows himself up in that eastern side. That is embarrassing. Oh, Scooby-Doo. Oh, dear. Darko's at least going to be coming in for all the revive, but there goes Weatherballoon again. I said it was too easy to take him down in there, and it was far too easy. Uchi might be rotating to try and get a refrag, though. If he does, he's also going to get killed. But never mind, he takes down Geeker instead. Polis going to be hunting for him. You can hear the refrag. See it even. Not sure how that nade didn't kill Polispill. That is unbelievable. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Here, some of the equipment moving by Hoochie's body, Geeker's body rather. Surprised they're still pushing so many resources into this eastern side. If they pushed from the center now, they could do serious damage. because they're just so focused on the eastern side with these two players. Maybe they put a lot of faith into Hoochie and Scorpio. I would put a lot of faith in Scorpio. As long as someone can lock down the street and they push them from center, they'd be in a very boss fight would be in a very bad way indeed. They're taking it nice and slow. Sharku does peek out and he gets railed, but not before he takes down Caltrop through the hole in the wall. An unfortunate pick on the eastern side despite 3 people shooting at him simultaneously. I don't think that they will expect Scooby-Doo to be there. Maybe they'll expect a revive because they heard the name but didn't actually confirm the kill. But at the very least we have Baconos starting to move through center just as I said. So considering they lost that member, maybe it won't be worth to come through here this side anymore. Ravnik, he's really starting to push up here. Scooby's gonna hear him stomping about like that, especially when he confirms kills. But there is no way in hell Ravnik will expect Scooby-Doo to be just around this corner here. Yeah, both Ravnik and Polis are playing so dangerous, and Ravnik's gonna peek this corner, I imagine, and get totally destroyed. Oh, looks like Ravnik's actually being cautious. They might know he's there, but it doesn't work out. Ravnik gets taken down. Political. He thinks about going for the refrag, but with that LMG fire, there's no way he will actually do it. A very nice escape from Scooby. He repositions, but it's not, unfortunately, enough. And he gets taken down in the window instead. That does even up to a 2-2 at least. He's in a good position to come in. There goes Hoochie taken on by Polis. He should have repositioned after that eastern side fell. Now it's just Scorpio left up on the objective, and Bacon is coming in from the flank while Polis is just setting him up on the east. And there goes the setup. Gets the confirming kill eventually. That's a nice clean round for Lemon Squad, though they did have a little bit of issue with the eastern side initially. It works out in the end though. Not too much trouble. Now we might be able to take a look at the replay just from that round. You can see the really nice play with the tablet there, using it to block out the vision of that brick while looking underneath with just his right eye. That is some high level stuff right there. What's not so high level is this grenade bouncing off the wall. It looks like he actually ran into his wall, and that's what caused it, because he was quite dazed and confused. It's very embarrassing. You at least have the kind of conclusion of the round here. What could have been possibly a cat from Bacon if they'd just distracted Scorpio a little bit. Polis just distract him a little bit. Maybe it would have been really risky, but maybe they'd been able to take it to a cap and bring it to a 3-2. But it's risky, it's so risky. Is the field captain of Lemons, dear friend says. It is Geeka. He is the captain of Lemon Squad. Captain of Lemon Squad or not, we're starting off. Hopefully he's not the one delaying. Yes, he's going to get a lemon squeezed in his eyes.
Do we want a smoke to cross? Do we want one smoke to cross?
Looks like they might be thinking of a cross. This is an ice cream objective, and crossing over to that southeast side is incredibly valuable to have. But this looks like it might be a bit of an eastern stack defense from Lemon Squad if Ravnik heads over there. Or not, it's only one man. It could be very good to send people over there then. In fact, with Baconost in there, this reeks of a beginner's defense. Except for that member, Caltrop, sitting way back there. That's something you don't see out of beginners. We do at least have the smokes and the crosses. That is 3 members of BossFight going to the flank, but it doesn't matter. Geeka has actually managed to take down Weather Balloon. There's going to be an attempted refrag to come out, but Geeka is out of there. They are going to get the revive at the very least. Question is he going to try and stay and get a alley-oop when they try and come past him? It looks like it is going to be that kind of case. He's sitting in the blue room waiting. Oh no, he's out of there.
No.
He wants no part.
That was definitely a G36.
Yeah, that was definitely a G36, Scooby. Absolutely.
You want a grenade over there? Oh, no, not. I haven't got a fucking grenade.
Ooh, stuck in the tree there, but Geek is in a slightly different position, but it serves mostly the same purpose. He is going to hear Scooby come past him. If he can catch Scooby and Shaku, this will be a huge boon for Lemon Squad on the defense here. They'll pretty much shut down that Eastern offense. Oh, but Scooby's heard Geeker. He moved too quickly and they know he's in here. Scooby's going to peek at him pre-fire and he gets taken down. That's really nice to have on this southeast side. The south is almost totally open now. Calshop's the only one left there. This is a very nice position, 4 minutes, and they're already in the south side in the southeast courtyard. They have one guy watching over from the centre market, and it's Scorpio. Considering the fact that it's Scorpio, I can smell him running in for a cap the second they start pushing in from the south. That's what I'm feeling. They're going slowly but surely along the southern side though. They probably won't expect Calchop, he appears to be racing up here. If Calchop can take down one member, that'll be at least a good start for their actual defense here. But Scorpio, what are you actually doing, man? He kills Weatherbloom dead in the southeast courtyard, but there goes Hoochie as well, taken down by Calchop. Pushed up just a little bit too far, but actually, that's also a really tight angle for Calchop to have gotten him from. Has given away his position, however.
He's in the building.
Calling out Calshop, they do know he's there, so they're going to be hunting for him before they actually do any kind of moves. But we have Scorpio starting to make the maneuvers from that centre market. Oh, he's doubling back. What is he doing? Looks like he's crossing a far west, actually. That's an interesting move, to say the least. I thought he'd be going straight for objective, but Calshop's going straight for the enemy. Calchop, he must have been seen by Scooby through the wall. Yes, he did. There goes Calchop. Playing too aggressive on this side, but Bacon is looking for a refrag. He does catch Scooby. The Shaku might get the counter refrag. Unfortunately not. He misses his shots, but he does have that nade. If this nade... Oh, it's a smoke, and it's a failed smoke. He's repeating the failures of his friends, and he's totally whiffed it. It falls directly on top of him, but he catches it. He actually catches it and throws it back. But there goes Scorpio as well. Tried to rush it all alone, and it just didn't work out. Oh, you can hear, you can see rather Bacon's peeking out there. He's playing so risky, and Shaku almost catched him there, though I'm not sure if that was actually the metal container. It was metal, so he can't shoot through that, although he did just give away his position even more. Shaku really needs to reposition here. He can't continue attacking from the southern side. You can see he's trying. He's just hammering on Baconoff, and it's not working in any capacity. No matter how he tries, he's just going to be burning his ammo as Polispill goes for the flank. And what is that nade? It's so long range, and it almost catches Shaku there. But yeah, Shaku is finally rotating over with 60 seconds left. He has enough time considering he's the last man left and so close to the objective. But really he could do with a bit more time and a couple more friends at his side. Because he's going to have to deal with 4 members of Lemon Squad, all of which are going to be just waiting for him. Though I'm not sure where that 4th member is. I can see 3. Unsure about the 4th, but here he goes. He might be able to take down Pollitz on the objective. But apparently not, he didn't see him. Ravnik at least will hear him at least. And he will be ready for him to come around this corner. But Ravnik's talking on the radio. He needs to get off this radio. But unfortunately, Sharku's knee comes around the corner first, gives away his position, and that's going to be the round for Lemon Squad, taking it to a 3-2. You can see the damage that Polispill is doing here, 8-2. And also Hoochie 7-4. These are two unlikely contenders. Hoochie leading for BossFight. Polispill leading slightly less surprising rather. But it's still strange. 8-2. You never see that at Polis. At least not in comps. I think we should definitely go take a look back at that absolutely beautiful nade out of Scooby. Was just to drive home just how hard he hit his wall from the looks of it. And one thing you can tell in VR is that when someone hits their wall, they kind of are a bit dazed and confused as they sort out their worldly possessions and their face. You can see him standing around dazed, confused for a little bit, but unfortunate. We have the refrag from Baconos on that Eastern 2-story and the utterly failed nade from Sharku. He throws it straight up, catches it, brings it way back down. We're going to be hopping straight into the possibly final round of the match.
Yeah, we've got to do it.
Of the match, of the map rather. I have to quickly respond to a message in Discord. So, shut up, Smiles. No, we don't.
Right.
Why? Is it? That was auto start. The time hit 0.
Okay.
But they're slightly complaining of a auto start, and there we go. There we go. Yeah, they took the wrong weapons, and everyone's angry about the auto start. What are they complaining about here?
Alright, thanks.
Now they wanted the drum mag. Everybody wants a drum mag. And there's Scooby doing his... Oh no, what is that in fact? That's a drum mag he's using as a little bit of cover. And there goes Sushi, taken out by Baconos, finished off at least as well. Sharku is in a good position to actually deal with anyone pushing up this Eastern 2-story. Along with Caltrop, he's made some noise. Scorpio's going to hear him come out of the corner, but it doesn't matter. Caltrop has the superior reflexes, and also Baconos was taken down by Scooby. This is a pretty aggressive move by Scorpio that definitely did not work out. Especially with the Overwatch of Raffinek here. They're going to see him coming from a mile away. There you go, there's Polis. I was hunting for him for a second. But he's just readied up on this eastern side. He's looking for someone coming from the south wall to contest with him, but there's nobody going to be doing that. It's just going to be Sharku watching over that side from the building just below the objective. Yes, exactly that, Smiles. Second I say someone will do great things, they will team kill twice. It's even true in scrims. I told my team that we do great things, and suddenly there's 2 team kills in 20 seconds. And possibly tried to pick that. I don't know how he thought he would actually be able to take down Sharku. Maybe he didn't expect him there, but he definitely popped off shots, so he must have seen him. Otherwise he would have died immediately. We are starting to get the coordinated offense of Lemon Squad here. We have someone coming all over to the blue room and also the southern side, and Scooby does get taken out by Caltrop. He's doing the work there from the blue room. Oh, he's going to get the revive, unfortunately. Weatherballoon, he has to rush in there and take down possibly 2. Caltrop is going to be a little bit too risky though. He just dances around and it doesn't work out, and he gets taken down because of it. And now there is Raffinek from the centre market. He might be able to take down either Scooby or Weatherballoon if they peek that window yet again. Do have the nade at the very least. What the hell kind of insanely long-range nade is that? It does tag Ravnik at the very least, and his own nade will finish him off. Actually, he might have been able to just get it off before he got taken down. That's very lucky, at least. But he's going to be hunting for Polispil. Looks like he might be going for the revive onto Ravnik at the center market. But 2 minutes 40, he does have enough time, but they'll eventually be cutting it quite close.
Can I revive? Can you revive? I'd rather risk it if I can.
Geeka's he's asking about that revive, and he is going to get it from the looks of it. He's going way around, which is definitely what you want to get when you're in a 3v1, what you hope to be a 3v2 situation.
Right.
So far, it looks like BossFight might be getting just a little bit antsy with their defense here. What is Weatherblue and Scooby doing? They're right on top of each other. That's prime nading territory. But Geek is very, very slowly coming in for this revive. He might not be aware of the time, as he does have a ways to go before he and Ravnik can actually do anything. He's being maybe a little bit too cautious, proning up to Ravnik. He doesn't really have the time anymore. I expected him to cut straight through the center of the market and go for Ravnik, but instead went way around east, way around north. Just a super long way overall, but they do at least get the revive. And they're going to be looking for their final push up now with 60 seconds left. The game has suddenly crawled to a slow pace, and it's gotten very quiet team comms wise. Question is, with 3 people right next to objective, will Lemon Squad be able to pull it off with their semi-coordinated offense, or is it going to fall apart the second they start trying? They are down a man compared to the enemy team. They are in a bad way, but we've seen these things happen before. They can do it, I believe in them. Here goes Ravnik. He's probably going to get taken down by Weatherballoon. Or maybe it's going to be Geeka who rushes in. He rushes above Weatherballoon. Has to hear this. There goes Scooby-Doo, taken down by Geeka. Weatherballoon is definitely going to get pre-fired by Geeka now. And he does. There goes Weatherballoon. This is actual cap territory. Ravnik is on the objective along with Geeka. Sharku might be able to take down Sharku. And yes, he does. Ravnik gets taken down, but unfortunately the refrag comes out. Why would he cap from there? Geeka also noting the same thing. Why are you capping from outside, you madman?
Oh, that's okay what you want.
Oh no, I need to get away from the body. You can hear tank comms. Quick. There we go. Tank comms sharing is bad, bad stuff. But Polispil has yet to continue his reign of terror. He's still 8-3. He just died this round instead of getting another 4 kills. But at least Lemon Squad did take that match to 4-2. I didn't actually need that cap thinking about it, but I guess it's nice to have for that 5-2. Nice MMR boost. And honestly, on Bazaar, I didn't expect Lemon Squad to take this so kind of one-sidedly. 4-2. I'd expected a 4-3 at the very least. And the rounds would have to be very close. Now as we can put in the proper score for this round. This map rather. And there it is, 4-2. Ooh, I'm expecting the next map to be Quarantine. That's what I'm thinking. Either Quarantine or Downfall. Yeah, I am indeed correct. And we'll be going to the War Room to show you what the second map is going to be. This is going to be Lemon Squad's choice, because I believe they gave up the first map pick and instead took Volk. And yes, it is. Lemon Squad are going to be on Marstock. And this is going to be Quarantine, of course, for the second map. And just to rehash the bands in case you missed them at the start of the match, it is Cargo from BossFight, there you go. Almost forgot the name. And Tanker from Lemon Squad. Kind of some strange band, but bands nonetheless. At least going to be ready for the next round imminently. We might have enough time to get through a replay. Take a look at this replay. This is the push onto the objective. Actually, no, it's the failed push onto the objective. Oh no, no, it's not. It's neither of those things. This is the successful defense of Lemon Squad. And you can see Sharku's knee come around the corner just a little bit earlier than the rest of his body and the gun did. Unfortunately, that loses him the round. We will be going into the next round imminently, just giving a little bit of time to the teams. So I'll be back when they start up the round. And here we go, they have started up now. We're going to be hopping in to the first round of Quarantine. It's going to be that eastern objective. That's a rough one to start off with for Lemon Squad. They can't take control of that southern side. This might as well be a closed round right now. They need control of the south. They need it. But this is Lemon Squad's territory now. They are known for being very good on Quarantine 1. That's why they chose it. Well, you can definitely see the firing line they're set up. But their firing line is awful. Their smoke rather is awful on BossFight side, and they already take down Scorpio. Looks like this is going to be very easy control of the southern road and the southern side entirely. I think we can safely give this round to Lemon Squad already. Weatherman goes for the cross, and he might actually make it across. That's incredibly lucky. I rescind my statement of a easy round for Lemon Squad now. Scooby, right? I keep killing the Scorpio. It's a very interesting and exposed position, especially if they start to take the south or come around the north of the motel. So I'm not entirely sure what his plan is there, but it's a plan nonetheless. Caltrop taken down by Weatherballoon. He got way too risky on that southern side. Not sure entirely what his plan was there. Equally, he's set up on the roof now. He's looking for anyone he can possibly see. He might, if he has eyes of Jesus himself, be able to see Sharku poking out from the stairwell there. But that is an incredibly hard shot to actually catch or to actually see him in any capacity to begin with.
It'd be nice if we can...
Weatherballoon, no. He is looking for the member of Lemon Squad, Polispill. Because it looks like he might be trying for a push on that southern side. There you go, just a reminder of what mound we are on. This is a surprisingly aggressive position as well, though it is Weatherballoon. There goes Sharku, taken down by Geeka on that stairwell. He did actually manage to get the shot, which is very impressive.
I'm just suppressing.
He says he's just suppressing, but he doesn't even realise he managed to take down Sharku with a nice headshot. And there is no way he could ever know without actually having it 12 times. And there goes Polispill. Was taken down in the south eventually. Now Baconos, his suppression is not much use now. The south side is totally unattacked, leaving Weatherballoon just up there alone to think of how he's going to hold this side and rotate back to the objective when he needs to.
He's dead.
And thank you for the subs again, Noman. 3 months. Oh, it says 3 months. I think someone else also came up with 3 months, but I can't remember exactly who. I think Dakin has that information. I have to petition him for that information. The suppression is at least quite useful onto Hoochie's area. That is making him back off from the windows, which when they do eventually push in from the north, which is pretty much their only option at this point, unless they rotate over south, which might be what they're doing and the best option, honestly.
There is one there, so watch out.
See, Weatherburn is still set up in the south. I don't believe he uses a stock, actually. His gun appears to be very shaky, so I think he's a stockless man, which is a rare thing to see, though. He is a CQC player, so it's not particularly rare. All I say, I love Hoochie. I love Hoochie because his sights always line up with the camera perfectly. Just a reminder for any future invitationals, if you ever want to make the first person look good, just spectate Hoochie. It's always perfectly lined up. Thank you, Hoochie. Well, actually, they're abandoning that south idea. They're going straight through the middle, which might be a good idea now that there is only one person on objective, and the other two are on opposite side of the map, where they will have to cross over a very large and open distance if they want any chance of being able to attack. I don't know what they're planning, but it's something they're planning. They do have 2 minutes remaining, which is plenty of time considering how close they are to the objective. I expect them to start moving at around maybe a minute 30, a minute 20. Because considering they have to deal with Hoochie, they can't afford to move at like 30 seconds. But you know what? I say they were giving up on that southern side, but what do I see right here? It's Ravnek coming up that southern side. The smokes are coming in onto that center side, and they're starting to push out now. One coming across south. Weatherballoon's probably going to pick him off. He does manage to pick off Scooby-Doo, actually. Geeker gets him, but a refrag from Weatherballoon takes him down that south side. Refrag? Ravnek, rather. We'll know where he is, but Weatherballoon just barely peeks him and misses him. Baconhouse also goes down. It's all up to Ravnek now. He's the last one left. The gun's blocking his view with Weatherballoon, but he gets it anyway. This is now a 1v1 situation with a res possible for the boss fight, which they likely will be able to get if Hoochie comes down from the motel now, and if Ravnek starts pushing up ASAP. Yeah, Hoochie's coming in for this revive. If Ravnek peeks as quickly as humanly possible, he might be able to take down both of them, but I don't see it working out. There's only 30 seconds left. He needs to move. Just confirming corpses. He does not have the time for such a luxury. He needs to start moving in now. With only 20 seconds left, Ravnek is severely running out of time. There's going to be nades coming over and everything. They want to just drag out the time as much as possible. 10 seconds. This is his last opportunity. I expect him to throw nades on the objective right now, but here he goes. Gun in hand. Ravnek, unfortunately, taken down by Hoochie as he tries to rush up to that eastern two-story. He gets pinned and taken down from... He gets pinned to the floor with the bullets that came out from Hoochie. Bad metaphor, but it works out well enough. Oh, wow. Weatherballoon in that south position was utterly destructive for boss fight. Lemon Squad pushed up 2 members to the south, both taken out by Weatherballoon. They pushed up 2 members through the center, both taken out by Weatherballoon. They pushed up 1 guy from the south that they just couldn't deal with after the fact of both of those people taken down, and it was just an utter disaster. There are 2 LMGs, I believe, Smoils. Maybe there's going to be a third, because you are on the last round of Bazaar, I believe. Let's just double check the stream. No, you're on the first round of Quarantine. Yeah, I believe there were 2 LMGs. You had 1 from Bacon, we had 1 on Scooby-Doo on the Volk side, and we had 1 from, who was it? I believe it was, not Weatherballoon, it was Sharker. I think he might have had an LMG as well. Regardless, this is the second round going in now. Same objective on the eastern side. Boss fight gonna been a little bit of a hard spot, same as Lemon Squad were last
I
time.
want to take mine, you're better at them than I am.
I need to get these smokes a little bit better than BossFight had theirs. So far, the smokes are not looking too good. One going pretty well, the other one not so well. That one pretty good as well. Maybe they're going to be absolutely fine. I hope they will, because seeing the South Crossing be a disaster is never pleasant. You can hear the suppressive fire coming out from BossFight. It's not going to hit anything though, but it looks like they will be going for a South stack defense. Hushi's managed to drop something. I don't know what it was, but I heard a clunk and an exclamation from him.
Alright, we'll have to take our time, boys. We've got 2 here.
Yeah, they do know they have 2 members of Lemon Squad crossed over to the south, but they have every member of BossFight here, which is certainly something to contest with. In fact, it's Geeko who's going to be the first one they contend with. The other guy is just sitting in that 5-story office block. A good position if Geeko goes down, but otherwise he's going to be totally useless to assist Geeko. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. Scorpion managed to trade with Geeka, but he does take him down and finish him off. You can see his corpse rolling down the wing. There's no revive possible there, but Geeka will almost certainly be revived by the member of Lemon Squad. Calchop coming over to the south side.
It sounded like a trade, I think. I agree.
That's a good call from Sharko. They have realised it was a trade, but they probably don't realise that it was in fact a trade resulting in a revive possible for Lemon Squad. There we go, Geeko's got him back up. Some shots coming in from the centre on the east. I'm not sure exactly who that was aimed towards, but it was certainly aimed towards somebody on BossFight's side. Sharko has no idea they're both up in that south side, and it doesn't work out for them. Weather Balloon gets taken down by Geeka, but a refrag from Sharko, though not onto Geeka, takes down Calchop instead. That is still a very good pick to get. It's time to smoke up the south street weirdly. Looks like it might be Hoochie trying to escape while Scooby-Doo starts to push up that kind of East Ambulance wall, but he just gets railed by Ravnek. You can see his gun bouncing into the air as he unfortunately falls to his demise. There goes Ravnek, picked off by Sharko in the southern side. Not sure entirely what Sharko is planning to do here, considering there's still Geeka in that southern hills who's just let Sharko run past. What is Geeka doing? He does eventually get Hoochie though, and it's going to be doubling back, which is exactly what they need, but BossFight still has Sharko left up. He's going to be rushing the objective. There goes Baconos. There is now nobody on the Lemon Squad on the objective. If Geeka can't back off over towards the objective, this could be a cap here for BossFight. Polyspill's just a little bit too slow. He does get down by, unfortunately, it's a trade. What could have been a cap ruined by that unfortunate trade between Sharko and Polis. And that round's going to go to Lemon Squad with Geeka being the remaining member in the south. Take a look at some of the replays from these rounds. Well, that's limited. A desperate rush from Ravnek onto the objective from the first round with Lemon Squad on the offense. You can see it was kind of almost the same situation as with Ravnek, with Sharko, but unfortunately Lemon Squad had the better rotations with coming into that objective building, unlike BossFight during this current round. And he managed to get pretty much on top of the objective, tablet out before BossFight realised they really needed to rotate over. Right, the other way around, Lemon Squad had the unfortunately done rotations. Went the wrong way around somehow, but it's fine. We have the exact same thing. You can see it's such a similar situation coming in from the same area. He does get all the way up to the objective, but Lemon Squad lacks the rotation, especially from Geeka in the south. But considering he's still alive and there was a nice trade with Polyspill and Sharko, it doesn't matter, and it's going to be that nice trade. Here we go, going into the third round of Quarantine, the second map. This will be a center objective start. Actually, no, it's a north roof, actually. Or rather, a base of roof objective, actually. This is definitely not an objective you want to have for a second round, where the enemy could potentially cap it and give themselves a 2-point lead. Considering this is such an open one, they have to put 2 people in the north, one pretty much right on it, for fear of getting capped on. You can see they're already starting to push up very quick on this season, so I'm not sure what Geeka is planning to do there, sitting on the 3rd floor of the 5-story. Not sure what they're planning to cross over here, because it's not going to work out. Scooby, or rather Hoochie, was wasting from the base of the roof, and he just gets a nice pick onto them. That's exactly what you need, just 40 seconds in, but unfortunately, Scooby was seen on the top of the roof. If he stands up again, chances are Polispill will be able to snag a kill for Lemon Squad.
Sounds like
Baconos, he's coming in so dangerous from the ambulance. Every single member of BossFight is looking somewhat relatively close to this direction, especially with the members on burning. Of the nade, that was a bit of a weird nade. It didn't really have any care thrown into it at all, and it's going to do absolutely nothing. Not sure what the plan was there, but it has spooked BossFight a little bit, because they will know there's someone at ambulance now. Maybe they'll think he's coming in from the tank, which also is equally kind of spooky and scary. You have the shots there coming out from a weather balloon over towards Geeka, but they're not going to catch him still. They just can't get the shots they need. They should honestly stop trying to trade fire with him and instead focus on the nearby people. You have the flash as well from Scorpio. Not sure what the plan is there. There's certainly a plan, to say the least. So much fire with no purpose at all. They're just burning ammo. Maybe this is Lemon Squad plan. They just burn ammo and distract them on the south until someone comes in from the north, because they are all tunnel visioned on that southern side. Caltrop did get taken down. He tried to push out the south, it looked like, and just didn't expect a member there. Sharku also took down in that kind of gas station area. Very unfortunate. It looks like he did not expect that. See, Giga started to make his way across, but Bacon was picked off by ambulance eventually. Looks like he finally rolled the dice and got a very critical failure. He got a critical failure on his roll.
I might have killed a guy by roof, I'm not sure.
Definitely didn't polish you. If you assume that, you're going to be in a very bad way. Scooby, in fact, is just lying down, waiting for you. We do have the smokes coming out. This looks like it'll be the push now. A good one to block vision from Scorpio, but he does still have to contend with both the roof, the burning building stairs, and also the people watching the objective. Here, the nade. I believe that's a nade to save the hoop at least. It's going to be completely worthless. You have to get wise with Lemon Squad, and they're worthless nades thrown with no care at all. But Polispill's going straight in though. Looks like he might have been spotted by Hoochie. I don't think he'll expect Scorpio. It looks like he definitely didn't. But it's in fact Scooby from the roof they're taking him off instead. But with 2 minutes left with a 1v4 situation, I can't imagine this round will go to Lemon Squad. BossFight will take this. Geeka's in such a bad position to actually do this. So he has gone 4-1 for this match so far. Though it's only the second round, fortunes can reverse. We might see him go like 6-4 at the end of this match. He will have to die a lot more times for it to be a 6-4 though. Geeka is in a pretty good position. He's going for the flanker. They actually didn't expect it, but he's given away position now by taking down Scooby on the roof. He will have to start pushing up towards the objective eventually. They will all rotate to try and cover this position here. He did almost get picked off by the roof there. This is dangerous for him to be in, but Hoochie, there's no way Geeker will expect him to be in that cubby hole, or if he does expect it, it's going to be very difficult for him to actually take him down. It looks like he might be getting picked up by Scorpio. Never mind, it's the other way around. Scorpio gets picked up by Geeker instead, and he's going around a really strange route here. He has seen Hoochie now, or at least heard his shots, and Hoochie's going for the rotate onto Geeker, and it's going to work out. There's going to be a trade, and that is going to be the round going to boss fight 1v1. Geeker almost clutching it, but unfortunately not going quite far enough. And we can input the score. That is 2 points so far for BossFight and just 1 for Lemon Squad. BossFight playing really, really well, considering the fact that this is supposed to be Lemon Squad's best map, or at least that's how they were proclaiming it just recently in the past. They were deemed the kings of quarantine, though Globachem might also deserve that title. They are very good on quarantine. Now, we might better look at some replays. I really need to grab some more water, but we only have 20 seconds. So we unfortunately won't be able to get any replays because the round's going to be starting in the next 10 seconds. Unless they like to run down the timer to the very last minute. No, they don't. Because we're going straight in now to the 4th round, I believe. Yes, the 4th round. There we go.
Yeah, normally you get one kill, but I want you to do better.
Galdrop wants his team to be better, and that is a good testament to have your team.
Guys, I don't have a frag for roof.
Can we make it to the north? Can we make it to North Alley?
Yeah, they do know they're going to be on roof, which is a good call. They will absolutely send someone on roof, or if not, they will send someone to the northwest buildings here and try and watch over the roof area and also the slope. Looks like that will be Baconos's job as he starts to push up this kind of northwest area. And weirdly, this is a very western stacked defense. They have guys very far from the objective. Not entirely sure how well that's going to work out, but BossFight is going to have every member trying to contend with Baconos in the office block here. Somehow Baconos didn't see those members coming out of the north alley here, but he will see them very shortly in some capacity, either by the shots that are coming over his head or by the blood on the floor. He's definitely looking for them, but BossFight's being rightfully cautious as someone could be in this office block and they should absolutely expect someone to be here. It's a very common position for someone to be if they don't take the roof on this kind of base of roof objective. Not sure what you call it. Central Street maybe? It does look quite central on the map, but you can see the shots are coming over. I'm not sure if that's just pre-fire or if they did actually see him. But judging by the fact that he popped off a shot, they will know he's there regardless, and Baconos is getting out of there. Lots of pre-fired nade from Weatherballoon even. They're getting, oh, smoke actually. They're getting every single kind of utility they can just to try and get that guy out of there. And what is Sharku doing here? This could potentially be the ballsiest thing ever caught on stream. Pistol. Maybe a shield on his back. It doesn't matter. Rafnik did catch him as he pushed up. It was too ballsy. It didn't work out. I'm sorry, Sharku. Maybe another day. Maybe another match. I want to see that tactic shine. So far, it looks like they're just waiting for that northwest office block to get clear before they start to do any kind of maneuvers. Though Bacon has started to push up to that trench bit, so they can watch over and push up if he does start to hear them. Yes, he is starting to push up towards the office block through the trench now. This is a very, very good thing for him to do if he can, in fact, take down the members just next to him. Scooby-Doo's going to be peeking out from the... Oh no, he just saw a glimpse of his head. And Scooby might accidentally team kill Hoochie. And yes, he does. He team kills Hoochie. And possibly this could be Baconos trying to get the insult to injury and take down Scooby as well. Looks like there was nobody watching over the trench from the roof. So Bacon has a clear path to take down Scooby from now. Goes, he throws a nade. Scooby peeks up and gets taken down by Bacon with a good move through the trench. We also have nades onto the roof. Unfortunately, it's not actually enough to take someone down. Weather Balloon is still safe and sound up here. Bacon might get taken down by Weather Balloon. Looks like the wing is blocking his view, unfortunately. But those shots certainly aren't being blocked by the noisy AC units. And there goes Bacon, taken down. Now BossFight are actually in a semi-decent position, though there is only 2 of them left against 4 members of Lemon Squads. Roughneck does have a solid hold on the burning building at least. Weather Balloon, I've seen him do great things. Look at all of those smokes as absurd, but he's being seen by the fuselage. Polyspill takes him down, and now it's just up to Scorpio from that southern side. This is going to be an upfield battle for him. 1v4. Last man left, just him, his gun, and maybe throwing a nade into his real life wall. Looks like they have nobody watching this south street, so it is possible for him to sneak up to burning here. That will be mighty unlikely for him to actually do anything. But as I say that, he takes down Geeka. My predictions are very always wrong. And he takes down Polis on the objective as well, taking down 2 kills. This is almost evened up now, but Polis is unfortunately resible. He only has 80 seconds left. He needs to start moving towards the objective or take down and confirm 2 other members before he has any real chance of actually surviving. Going for this super long flank now. He is aware of the time remaining. You can see him check his watch just as he was running across the street there. So the question is, will he actually be able to get there in time? They do have a member on the roof. Well, should be able to see him cross over the north street. But there might be a little bit tunnel vision on the south and the center, because it does appear to be that way looking at the map and where they're looking. What is this, Scorpio? Are you trying to go to the base of the roof? Are you trying for a cap here? This will not work out because Roughneck is just waiting for you around the corner. And yes, he does wait for him. He does shoot him, and that is finished off by Polis. And Roughneck gets that down. It's going to be another 2-2. This will be a very, very long map indeed. We have some replays from that round, especially Sharku's incredibly brave attempt to go through a cap at the very start of the round. Or where is it? There goes Baconos. There is now nobody on there. There we go. Where is it? Show me it. Oh, there it is. It should be coming up just now. It's... Oh, no, this was Bacon. Where is it? I demand to see my glorious, glorious Sharku sneak up to the objective, but I'm not getting it. But here we have Geek Release doing his valiant 1v3 and almost bringing it to a 1v1. The unfortunate trade with Hooch here, just he ducks under. Hooch has some good reaction time, managed to flick his gun down in time. And you have Scorpio's desperate attempt to go for the objective, unfortunately not realising Roughneck will be at the base of the roof. Maybe he likely did think it was a 1v2 instead of a 1v3. He didn't think there'll be any kind of revive coming out there, and he just gets caught running around that kind of angle of the corner. There we go. This is the 6th round, what could be a final round if Lemswold are lucky enough to get a cap. This is a quick spawn on the north objective. Question is, are they going to go for the quick spawn rush here up the kind of side of the roof and also the northeast side? Well, if someone on Overwatch, it looks like they are doing that as Calshop's on the Overwatch position. But luckily, BossFight looks like they have a pretty good defense for this spawn actually. They don't have anyone that could be caught by the kind of sniping position here. But the spawn has been given away. Shots coming out from the roof, ringing over towards the cement trucks. And that means Scorpio is going to be peeking that dumpster bin very shortly. So it looks like it will be a little bit of a time before we actually see any kind of action, as I can't imagine Lemon Squad will want to be a bit hasty on this kind of objective. Because if executed the correct way, it can be an easy cap or utter disaster.
He's just run around, there's one gone south.
There's one gone south, and that is a very good spot to have. You see him just on the far east side there. He's still at 2-story, he has not crossed all the way south. I'm not entirely sure what Scooby's calling out there, but they're wasting a lot of ammo. Same as the previous rounds. Maybe it is Lemon Squad tactic just to expose themselves enough that they spook out the enemy team and get them to waste all their utility and ammo. We are already starting to get the push up. Geeky was taken down that eastern side. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. And Weather Balloon, that was a really long range, nice shot from Burning Building as well. That's to be commended. Question is, does Rafnek have a nade? No, he doesn't. Wallacebill definitely does. That would have been a perfect nade if it wasn't a total whiff and there was nobody near it. But he did take down Scorpio, however. And if Rafnek just peeks the roof now, he would take down Hooch, but no. He gets away. Starting to rotate in now. They're scared that Scorpio went down. Though he is resable, they're going to get this most likely, but they do have a member way up in the north now. I don't believe there's anyone on BossFight side that's actually defending this. There goes Hoochie trading with Rafnek at the base of the roof. Looks like he got a little bit too aggressive, but Calshop does have to deal with Sharku there. He sees him, he takes him down with a nice one-tap straight onto that top of that hill. They unfortunately do know where he is. Hoochie gets a revive as well. Scorpio's going to be calling out Calchop in every single one of his moves. So he's mighty trapped up there. And there goes Calchop. Unfortunately, he was picked off by Weatherballoon as he tried to peach that corner, and they get the revive on the Scorpio. This is going to be a 5v2. They're going to get every single revive they need here. If not for that trade with the Weather Balloon and Polis, he does get the confirm, and Polisbill is restable. This could be a 2v3 then. 2v4 rather. They're going to get that revive nice and easy on that north hill there. This is a very good position for them to be in. They do have 2.5 minutes, but it is a 4v2. But considering how these 4v2s have been from Lemon Squad, it's possible they could take it. They just need to split Polis and make him take the roof. That's a dangerous nade. That could have easily made this a 1v4 instead. He does take down Scorpio, finally getting the confirm. Scorpio playing that way too aggressively, it feels. A little bit of suppression fire almost takes down the member on the objective of Polisbill and Bacon. They can't stay in this area. They have to start moving off. This member of BossFight on the roof, it's Scooby-Doo. He could do some serious damage if he just peeks over the edge with that LMG. These insanely long nades from Polisbill, that is insane. They're smokes, in fact, but they are way too long range to actually do anything, or at least one of them is. Here goes Polisbill. It looks like he's going to be clearing the roof here. Scooby-Doo's going to be watching over. He doesn't see him come over the side. He's going to get FOV'd by Polisbill. He in fact sees him and it's going to get taken down. Unfortunately, though, this is now a 2v2. They somehow lost the member on BossFight side. Looks like a disconnect or something along those lines. But they're starting to come in from the west and the south simultaneously. There is no way they will expect Bacon here. Maybe that's what that smoke was for, because it blocks the view for Bacon perfectly, and Polyspool's going to crest this hill and get taken down by Sharku. There he goes. Now the last one left is Bacon. He's shaking his head, checks the tablet in the middle of nowhere, and he gets taken down and punished because of it. You can see his neck stretching in agony. If he hadn't checked his tablet, he could possibly be able to clutch that for Lemon Squad, but unfortunately not. And BossFight will take that round, and maybe that'll give them the lead they need. Maybe they'll be able to take this Marslock round, but it'll certainly be a hard one considering that north objective. Mad King Buxton wants that magic mirror. And here we have the replay of the smokes expertly placed to help Baconos cross over. You can see him snap over there, check his tablet, see if it's friendly, shakes his head, and gets taken down by the member Sharku right in the orange roof courtyard there. Unfortunate. Caltrop's nice one tap on a Sharku, not confirming anything though. Not sure what the smoke was for, it just gave away his position. Not entirely sure what it was actually aimed to do in any capacity. They didn't know he was on the north side or anything. Strange moves indeed. But we do have some impressive scores on both Lemon Squad and BossFight's side. You can see Geeka 7 and 4. Polyspool 6 and 5. Not too impressive. And Hoochie 5 and 3. Weatherballoon 9 and 4. Very impressive. But anyway, this is Lemon Squad's attempted defense now on this northern side. It's the exact same spawn, possibly, whether BossFight rather will attempt to play this much more aggressively than Lemon Squad did in the previous round. Will they send someone up to the eastern side? No, they won't. Not on the hill, at least. But this is an aggressive move by Geeka. Is he going to try and push up to the eastern side and get an early bearing on their spawn?
Don't see anything, Roo.
Systematically clearing everything they need to. And that's definitely a good maneuver. There's nobody on the roof, and that is a good call out. I'm not sure what those three members of Lemon Squad are doing right bunched up next to each other on the northwest. It's a strange move. Now, ladies, looks like they're getting a little bit of a reposition from one of those members that was stacked up, and unfortunately, Weatherballoon wasn't watching that side. The second Caltrop moved up to the northern wall. And might Caltrop be going for a flank there? I'm not entirely sure. He may, but from the looks of it on the map, it looks like he's just resting behind the rock there and waiting for anyone to come past him, and it gives him a good way to rotate back to the objective if needed. Now we see that attempted push from Sharku, just unfortunately gets caught off by Geeka there. You don't expect someone to be in that weird kind of corridor area. Confirming nade, tagging him if it wasn't already confirmed. And also this shot's kind of unnecessary, Geeka. You don't need to flog the dead horse. But what is this nade? Oh, if that was a nade and a little bit further, that could have been expertly thrown, but unfortunately not. It just takes out the white truck instead. But either way, it's certainly a practice smoke. Look at that, it's perfect, totally perfect to block out the white truck, but the refrag nade from, return nade rather, from Polis is not going to go far enough. It doesn't quite have the range that Weatherballoon has. Very unfortunate. Okay, this is aggressive. This is cruel and unusual from Geeka. He's pushed up way into the open with no cover to speak of, right next to Weatherballoon. the second Weatherballoon start to rush here, he's going to take... Geeker's going to take him off guard, but he's slicing the pie here from the looks of it. He's thinking about pushing out there. Geeker, if you do that, you will not live very long at all. He had the clicks there. He's going to throw a nade round. Weatherballoon, he quickly ducks back. He wants no part in that. He's going to go for a confirming shot onto Weatherballoon, but it's not going to work it. You can hear Weatherballoon getting the pre-fire there. He knew he would be hunting for him. But so far, it's definitely not playing this aggressive. As you can obviously see, 2 minutes 40 left, and they're still only at the base of the roof and the far east side. And Caltrop's starting to push up on the east, and he gets taken down by Scorpio. He was ready for it, it seems. Maybe he thought Scorpio was a body since he was laying down last time we checked in with him. We're already starting to see the aggression from BossFight now. They took down that member in the northeast, and that means they're ready to go. Ushi just needs to link up with Scooby-Doo, who is lagging behind a little bit. Not entirely sure what he's doing in the central street there. But Ushi's going to have to contend with Centaurian. He's coming around that corner. He has no idea, and he gets taken down with 2 shots from the PK, and that is a very disciplined trigger finger. But they wouldn't expect someone on this roof. Not sure still why Scooby's hanging back so much. But that nade, at least, could be very good. Rather, it's just a smoke redirection. Well, there goes Weatherballoon. Centaurian really doing good work with that PK, and Scorpio also taken down, and now it's just Scooby-Doo left on the base of the roof here. Going to have to contend with both Centaurian and 2 other members of Lemon Squad on the objective, but Centaurian is his primary threat with that PKM. He knows he's there, he can probably hear him breathe, and he popped off that shot and it totally missed. It's not the kind of thing you want. Backing all the way off, he only has 70 seconds remaining. He does not have the time as a luxury to actually pull this move off. Maybe he's going to go on the wing and then very quickly just death rush to the objective, because that's the only choice he has with this much time. Might get seen by Polispill. He has absolutely been seen by Polispill, and he's going to get taken. Somehow Polispill didn't see him, and Centaurian goes down. What was Polispill actually seeing there? Maybe the palm tree blocked his view or something, because he absolutely should have been seen. Not sure who Scooby-Doo's actually communicating to. The rest of his team is dead, and now it's just Baconos and also Polispill left on the objective. Question is, can Scooby take down Bacon? Because that'll be a very good pick indeed. He gets tagged, not enough though. He needs to get the final shot of this last guy. Polis is also going for the flank on him. Scooby-Doo's not expecting that in any capacity, and he's going to get taken down, and that is it. Bringing it to a 3-3 on Quarantine. A very close map so far. Question is, what is the next objective, and who's going to take it? That's going to be the gas station objective. I expect BossFight to take this then. That is a relatively good objective to defend, at least in my opinion. So I'm not entirely sure if they will be able to hold that off. Go 3-3. Total is so far 7-5. Very close score so far total. But the question is, with the third map, will that be maybe a very, very rare score win from whichever team loses? Because that is quite common to see on high tier matchups like this. Though they may lose the map wins, they will sometimes tie on points or win on points, which is a strange thing to see. Now we can take a look at some of the replays from these previous rounds. But yeah, let's take a look at this one. This is Geekus trying to push out onto Weatherballoon, and it's just a complete and utter disaster for him. He gets a little bit too aggressive. You can see Weatherballoon baited him out just coming up now. There are the clicks, and Weatherballoon baits him. He ducks back, and he just keeps his gun on the corner, pre-fires it now, and just rails him the second he comes around. Now we're coming back into the gameplay now. This is the final round, round 7 of the second map.
Here you go, have one of these.
I'm going north. I'm going north.
He's definitely right there. No point in going too far forward because all you need to do is get a nice defense here, and that is the map and the match. Well, it's not the match actually, it's only the map. BossFight has not won, so this is a very important map for them. If they lose this round, they have lost the match, and it's a bit of an upset. The balloon did see Polysable and Caltrop cross over to the east 2 story there. That is a very nice thing to see at the very start of the round, because it does give you a bearing on what spawn and also how many are going what direction. Oh, and there's that beautiful view from Hoochie. Look at that rock solid tracking and the perfectly lined up view there. I love you, Hoochie. That's utterly beautiful. Oh, well, that smoke was even 4 if Polysable. Okay, it looks like it was Caltrop crossing over. Polysable, he's given up on crossing. He's instead coming along the tank area instead. He does have free range to actually push up if he stays low enough that Weather Balloon can't catch him from the burning building there. But it'll be a little bit of a hard push to do. But with 4 minutes 40, he has more than enough time. The whole of his team is still up. He still has many things he can set up to do. Set up and wait for his team. Many things.
Burning, so I can push the tank.
So far, they're definitely taking their time. They're taking nice control of the roof and just waiting for any kind of picks to actually open up a corridor for them to move through. They have to deal with burning building first with Hoochie and Weather Balloon in there. But Scooby and Scorpio, they're very sudden stacked here. Scooby and Scorpio, they're friends in the southern side. They've given up on the hiding their kind of aggressiveness on this north and west side. Maybe it's just a feint, but they're certainly suppressing the absolute hell out of Weather Balloon. So he's not doing anything, he's just suppressing. There's no other reason for him to shoot. As you can see, it's going all over the place. That was in fact distraction fire for Polysable, but it doesn't matter. Hoochie was waiting for it, and it gets taken down instead. The distraction fire maybe should have gone on for a little bit longer. Geeka just doing some more suppression fire. Geeka is just...
I don't think he's down. I'm not sure. Fuck.
Geeka thought he saw someone, but there's nobody there. He's getting way too spooked.
I don't know, honestly. Maybe one down small spot. In the...
Caltrop, at least he's starting to push up from the south now. He's going to be in a good position though. There's no way he will expect both Scorpio and Scooby to be in the positions that they're in. Scorpio looks like he might expect him. No, he's turned back. I thought he might know he was there. Maybe they called him out crossing to the south hill somehow. But definitely not. He's not expecting it. There goes Hoochie. He was taken down by Giga. Looks like he's trying to push up here. That's very nice to see. But Caltrop, he's starting to go into high gear here. He's going straight forward. Scorpio will hear him. He's going to flick back and no. He missed the shots initially. And Scorpio managed to get the kill onto Caltrop. Now it's just Giga left. He's just by the objective building. Centaurian goes down that western side by Sharku. Now Bacon, he's the one on burning building. It was not Geeka. He's going to have to deal with the member. Weather Balloon here. It's going to work out. He's going to get the headshot. And the down on Weather Balloon. Confirming shots from... they attempted confirming shots from the western side. Does not actually manage to tag Bacon. Very unfortunate. But he gets taken out by Scooby in the end anyway. And now it's all up to Geeka with 2 minutes remaining. Last man left. This is definitely going to be BossFight's round.
Fuck off. Just wait for me, fucking bacon ass. You can fucking wait.
Tense anger from Geeka.
I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Very intense anger from Geeka. He's not happy with the movements of his team there. He's 3-3, so tensions are going to be high, but my god, man. This is a family-friendly stream here. He does manage to tag Scooby at least on the burning building now. He should have free reign to go to the tank and also the burning building. It is a 1v2 now. I may have cursed BossFight by saying it's their map their map to win, considering it was 1v3 previously. Maybe Geeker will channel his anger and actually manage to pull it off. That'll be a sight to see. Will he expect him to be the guy over at the rock now? He does see Scorpio. He failed to get the shots, and unfortunately they are going to lose that round. He trades with Scorpio Geeker. Geeker is not happy, and they are going to lose. Quarantine, unfortunately, though it was incredibly close, all down to a trade. They could have won that round, and thus the match. Very unfortunate. Now we'll be going to our third map, which will likely be Downfall, and that will be the one for all the marbles. And wow, look at that. 10 and 6 from Weatherballoon, 11 and 6 from Geeker, 8 and 6 from Polis, 7 and 5 from Sharku. It's high scores all around on both sides. That's the kind of scores you see when you're in a 3 to 4. Geek is making the sacrifices we all must watch good Onward matches. Paying for usable internet at a hotel. A true sacrifice. Now heading over to the war room, we will highlight the map for this. This third and final map is going to be Downfall, as I said. There we go, and if for some reason again you have forgotten what the bands were, they are highlighted. We have Tanker and Cargo. Tanker was banned by BossFight, and Cargo was banned by Lemon Squad. We'll be taking a very short break while I grab some more water. Alright, it looks like we are possibly getting back. Looks like there's a little bit of a hold up with the teams. I came back a few minutes ago, but I didn't want to say anything. The longer the break, the better for me. Not so much for you, but we're just waiting on Scorpio now to ready up, and we're going to be hopping into the first round of Downfall very shortly. Alright, here we go, finally hopping into the first round of Downfall. This will be the eastern objective on the east dumpster, actually. That's an interesting one to start off with. Interesting to see what kind of tactics Lemon Squad has to attack this. There are a couple of ways you can do it, but kind of an annoying objective. Most of the time you'll see people go towards the center hotel, maybe 3 people in there. The other 2 will either watch over from the northwest building and slowly come in through the west road, or also come in around the far east, go towards the valley and attack from the south, which is also a very good tactic. And the sniper fire is so effective. Centurion looks like he has a 12 times, managed to already take down Sharku. And that is certainly a pick you want at the very start. Incredibly useful, but it doesn't matter. They get the re-pick anyway from Weather Balloon. Managed to take down Polyspill. That is a pretty important pick to get. An incredibly long range one as well. In only a few shots, he managed to take down someone at the west bungalow from the north twins window. Not entirely sure what Caltrop was shooting up there, but it's certainly something. Might have actually been a member of the Volk. But definitely wasn't Scooby-Doo, that's a PKM. Well, I believe it may have been Hoochie or Scorpio, but it doesn't matter. Scorpio was taken down. If it was him, it certainly didn't work out, as Bacon managed to get a nice headshot on him from the north helicopter building. So far, Caltrop, he's still trying for this center hotel push. But we also have the guys in the north and east side. That's going to be Geeka, desperately trying to toy with a weather balloon, and it's not going to work out. They're both too scared to really peek out. This kind of long-range battle with specialist weapons normally doesn't end too well. A lot of wasted ammo and absolutely no damage, but they have 2 members, one with at least an AK-5C just popping off those shots over towards North Twins, but whether he's out of there, he wants no part. He's going to reposition probably to the South Twins hill. Interestingly, looks like a member of BossFight is actually over at the West Church. That's an interesting position for them to actually have moved into. Well, no, I'm seeing things. He's actually in the West Bungalow. Ignore me. But so far, Bacon, I know from experience, this is a really bad position for him to be in, considering they have nobody attacking the far east side, at least not yet, because he can't really shoot anything from this position, nor can he actually move out of here without being gunned down from several different locations. And as you can see, clearly isn't working out as Weatherblue managed to down Centurion as he tried to move across the way open there, finished off as well in the far northwest from Weatherblue. He's doing some seriously good work from there. But so much fire is now coming out over towards Caltrop in this center hotel area. Caltrop's in a bad way. He's the only one in the center hotel. He's not going to be able to formulate any kind of attack pattern here. He needs the smokes, and the smokes he does not have. So it looks like most of the offense is going to be coming from the eastern side here with Geeka. But the problem is, Geeka, he's all alone here. Baconos cannot back him up. And he does have Weatherballoon with much better cover watching over him from the hill. It doesn't matter about the cover. Weatherballoon was taken down on the rage by Geeka. Managed to get the very lucky shots onto him, though. He did take a few hits himself. Question is, can they continue with this reign of terror? Yes, they can. There goes Hoochie, taken up by Caltrop. The objective now totally open. This is potentially a push for them, but it doesn't matter. They take down Scooby instead of going for the cap, and that's a relatively clean round from Lemon Squad, bringing it 1-0. Very good. Now the question is, will they be able to continue that on the defense of the exact same objective? The East Dumpster objectives, I like to call it. Don't know about you lot, but that's what I like to call it. It's that East Dumpster, always for me. East and West sometimes gets a little bit confusing, but it works out overall. What I think BossFight's going to try to do, as I did see Icy Woods call out in chat, is that he'd like to see that smoke attack where they moved as a death ball composition straight up from the center hotel over towards the objective and just ravaged everything in their path. They just stomped over it, 5 men all within a meter of each other in 15 different smokes. But now we're going to be hopping straight in. Luckily, not too big of a delay, because on downfall, some teams would really like to take their time in planning and execution both.
Oh, okay.
See if we can pick a couple off before we do the rush.
Make sure no one can run to APC Shack. Someone stay at this corner here and just...
But they are going to be planning for a rush onto the objective then. That is definitely what I'm expecting now, that death ball composition. It looks a little bit like this, with 2 people on the wing and 3 moving up like a center side. But it's not going to be executed very quickly, because they do need to get at least 1 pick, like in the white building there. That's going to be an issue for them, as they will have to contend with that, and also Geeka if he stays in that position.
Does everyone know? Guys.
Alright, whoever held back.
It's like Hoochie, I believe that is, hanging back is not the best of ideas. But Centauri is shooting at something, he's shooting at ghosts. It's actually Weatherballoon the hang back. I'm sorry, Hoochie. I thought it might be you. I saw you duck back. I'm sorry, I should have believed in you. Now, this is definitely the same composition they did last time. They do have that pick, which they said they needed, taking down Centaurian in the basement. Now, with the 5 men inside Center Hotel, this is exactly what they need. But there goes Sushi, now 4 men in there. Unexpected Geeka with that kind of position on the east side. West side, in fact, rather. I call it the east-west, you know. I said it was confusing, but it works out well enough. I don't lie. They do know where Geeka is. What's that nade he's throwing? Looks like it's trying to catch someone off, and it almost got Scorpio just a little bit more towards the right, and that would have been a slam dunk onto his head. Here are the smokes. That's 1 smoke right from the doorway, 2 on the objective, 3, 4 on the objective, 5 on the objective. Every single bit of their arsenal. And 1 over towards Geeka. Or is that a nade? No, it's a smoke. Good. That's exactly what they need to block out his vision. Though Scooby-Doo did get caught. It looks like he did expect him to peek around that corner. That's unfortunate, and here comes that death ball composition. Not sure why Scorpio is just lying down. Look at this. What are you doing, you madman? Looks like Scorpio might be having some tracking issues, and now it's just Weatherbloom rushing up. The poor man left alone. There goes Sharku taken down. Now he's the last one. He's trying to go for the objective. Yeah, Scorpio has dropped. This is now Weatherbloom's the final stand, trying to go and cap the objective while he's the last one left. Bottom's going to peek out him, likely take him down. Rather not, it's the other way around. Weatherbloom's now on the objective or not. He gets taken on by Caltrop from the White Hill instead. And that is going to be another clean round for Lemon Squad, though an unfortunate disconnect on the side of BossFight. Now with this 2-0 lead starting off, that is certainly a good sign, though I'm not sure it would have been a 2-0 lead if Scorpio had managed to not have whatever issues he was having and that unfortunately dropped from the game. I think if he'd been a part of that rush and if Scooby wasn't taken down on that western side rather, it would have been a very, very different story, because that death ball composition, we've seen it work twice against both. What was that? It was beginners the first time we saw it. Me and Nightfire were casting that about a month ago or so. And we also had, what team was it? Might have been more than a month ago. It was during season 4, I believe. No, season 5. Somewhere around season 5 we had a BossFight versus beginners, and BossFight pulled out that beautiful 5-man death ball. And then they also used it against, I believe, Silent Purge during season 4 as well. Not entirely certain. It might... Yeah, I think it was us. Silent Purge, season 4. You have to check my facts for me. I can't pull up the statistics on every team. But while we are waiting for Scorpio to reconnect, we have some time to look through the replays of the previous round. Let's take a look at this. This was, I believe, the on the eastern side. There was a few rounds ago, so I can't remember exactly. Oh, I've got no idea what this was. Oh yeah, this was Scooby's attempt to take on the roof, but unfortunately I pressed the button too late. Or too early, rather. We can look at some of the older ones from Bazaar. Here we have the desperate attempt to go for the objective by the poor Caltrop left alone, and also, what was the last member left? Ravnek and Geeka, that was it. Ravnek sitting alone on the center marker. The desperate attempt to push the objective, and they were just too uncoordinated to actually do any kind of push. Caltrop was way up, Ravnek was hanging back too far, and we had that insane nade take down Ravnek that made Geeka go all the way back from the south, around the east, around the north, to finally get that revive onto him. Lemons are now the favourite to win this match. Sorry, Arsenic and Peasley. Now while we wait for Scorpio to reconnect, I will leave you with this. Scorpio has returned and we're going to be hopping into the round now. This time going to be that crater objective. It's a nasty one to start off with for defense of BossFight. Almost forgot the name of the team there. And this is going to be round 3. I forgot previously to run the round 2 graphic, but hey, it was a very, very stressful round. I was thinking about the death ball composition. I was getting flashbacks to when they did it against us. But Lem's got at least in a very good way. They can continue to take this round, or if they lose this one, it doesn't really matter. As long as they take their their Volk rounds, rather, they're in a very good way. And that was a strange thing at the top there. Let's replay that, send it to the devs. This is a very good position from Scorpio to be in. He has control of the basement of the low rate truck as long as he doesn't make any noise, which is hard to do due to the mic pops. But as long as he doesn't make noise, he's going to be in a good way to defend the objective in its entirety. Did Hushi just say one of us is down? There's definitely not one of you down, Hushi. Fear not. Hushi is just, he doesn't know what he's talking about. There is a lot of suppression fire coming out from the south. That is going to be one thing that makes BossFight a little bit nervous, as that does have a kind of an indication that almost every member of the Lemon Squad is in the south, waiting for a push.
I'm scared of the command center. I think they're doing ambush.
So far they're being nice and methodical, very slow as they come across. Looks like Polis might be looking for weather balloon, which is a good angle to look for proning up here. So it'll be very difficult to actually see him. I believe Polis did actually catch his head as he peeked along the window there.
Yeah, the one northwest of the city. It's command center.
Look at this. They're all proning. I swear this is possibly a Legionnaires match. We have Polis Bill, now we have Geeka. All proning, and there goes Hushi taken down by Geeka, the proning man. But Scooby's not going for a refrag at all, though he had ample opportunity there. That's kind of weird to see. Not sure what the plan for Scooby is there, if he's just going to stand there. But lots of fire coming out towards North Hotel. They really want to deal with Weather Balloon and also Scorpio on this upper red truck area. Oh, those shots from Scorpio just missed Bacon. Now he's run upstairs. Scorpio's going to be in a bad situation to actually take down Scorpio or Bacon here, and it doesn't work out. And instead, it's going to be a 5v3. This could be a 3-0 with Lemon Squad taking a huge lead. So far, Lemon Squad, although they have those 2 nice picks, they are still waiting for a push-up opportunity for them. They could just go rush straight for it as long as they deal with crater building, because they're in a really good spot. They have no real reason to hang about looking for another opportunity, because they could go right now and be absolutely fine as long as there isn't a colossal failure somewhere along the line. Yeah, Weather Balloon was seen by Geeka yet again. And there's going to be fire from 2 different people coming over towards him. Though Scooby has also given away his position by shooting at Polispill. And we are starting to get the push up from Baconos, who's not going to unfortunately make it very far as Sharku gets him from the crater building. Not sure what Synthorian is planning on doing from all the way up there either. I say that, the second I say that, he does manage to take down Scooby-Doo, and this is possible. Capture a tree, if not for that nade. Or a little bit closer to that nade, and that could have been a catastrophic for Lemon Squad, taking down 2 members. As long as they can deal with Sharku, this will possibly be a cap for Lemon Squad, and it might go to a 4-0 this quickly. They are going to get the revive, and they're going to be ready for Sharku. Sharku peeks out. Unfortunately, doesn't get taken down by Calstrop. Baconost also goes down from Sharku. Nice double kill by him, but they are going to be rushing onto the objective now. Polis has to move. Sharku is not reacting in any capacity, and Polisbill is going to be going for the objective. He's clearing out the room. Sharku has no idea, and Polisbill is going to cap this, and it'll go to a 4-0 with 45 seconds remaining. Sharku is unaware in every way of the sense. Polisbill, don't scare me like that. If Centaurian ruins this will be catastrophic. Thank God, Centaurian doesn't ruin it, but Sharku, he's going to be rushing the bit now. Polisbill has to hurry up. He cannot afford to mess up this code more than once, but they ruined the cap attempt.
Good job. Capping bug, you know? Fuck. They haven't fixed it.
Geeker asked if it was a cap bug, and he very dejectedly says no. They ruined the cap attempt, but they are on Volk now, and they have a very, very high chance of taking this 4-0. Oh, my heart there. It started to, I couldn't take that final round. The failed cap attempt was giving me flashbacks to all of my failed cap attempts. But now, let's swap over to the gameplay screen, because that is something you never ever see. Kika going 7-0 on the defense. That is an incredible score to have. You can see that BossFight has only ever killed so far 7 people in this entire match so far. 3 rounds, 7 kills. Not so good, but it has only been 2 people. Weatherblue and Shark are putting 90% of the effort in. The rest of the team having some issues, not sure what they are. Maybe some conflict with what they're going to be doing, just not coordinated. Yeah, they dropped from Scorpio, of course, which does excuse him. But the rest of the team, they've been lagging behind just a little bit. Here we go, we're going to be hopping in now, though. This will be Lemon Squad's attempt to cap this, to defend, rather, the same objectives. And maybe BossFight will go for a slightly more successful cap attempt. Something about counter up there. I'm not entirely sure what he was saying, but it sounded strange and slightly disturbing. Something about touching. The suppressive fire from Hooch. There's no way he could have seen Calstrop there, and he just gave away his position and the enemy spawn. Well, his friendly spawn. I think he's called one down as well. What are you doing, Hoochie? He's on another level, and wow, look at that. Oh dear.
Looks like it's just me and you coming.
Calstrop is in a very good spot to catch someone on this southern bridge. He might have just spotted the very tip of someone's head there. He did check his tablet. So I believe he might have, but it'll be a very, very tight angle. But he will see someone coming through the cavern there. The cavern, the ravine, but he's not going to catch him in the end. He does see them, but it's not going to be enough for any kind of shooting. There goes Calstrop. No, he says. Taken up by Scooby. He's got that, what sounds like... Ooh. Maybe that is a M16. Let's take a look at his loadout, actually. Yes, it's an M16 hollow. Thought it might have a 12 times. Maybe he'd gone DMR. I have seen him go DMR before, but no. It's just an automatic rifleman standard stuff. He's going to try and get the confirming kill as well, but it's not going to actually get it. And Calstrop will be able to pull out a lot of information, which is actually incredibly powerful from that kind of position. Not entirely sure what these current shots are actually for then. There's no way he'll be able to take down Calstrop as he's fallen below the stairs and thus cannot be shot.
Careful, 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 careful. Boulder window is definitely looking this way. Boulder window, 2nd floor.
That's a good call from Scooby. Almost killing Coochie Centaurian there. And Scooby hadn't called that out, it would have been a very bad way. But wow, look at that shot from Weatherballoon taking down Centurion as he tried to come out of that building there. Very nice pick from Weatherballoon there.
Boulder dead.
A confirming shot as well. BossFight needs to just maybe speed up a little bit and try and use that those 2 picks they have to move up a little bit, get the better position. They need center hotel, and they also need to take the helicopter area along with Polyspill at the low red truck. If they've done that, then it'll be a clean push for them. You can see their offense rather is starting to set up for this push. They have 3 members coming along the dumpster area, while the other one is sitting up top in the north. And is that been a drop, or am I missing someone? 1, 2, 3 here. 1 in the north. Not been a drop. That's very strange to see. Not sure what happened with that player. Maybe they're overlapping on top of each other. I know, he's just not showing up on the map. Strange. But either way, he is there at the upper red truck. He's looking like he's trying to go down to the lower red truck when they do their final push, which will allow them to hopefully take down Polyspill that's hiding in the first floor. We do have the smokes coming out already. There goes Weatherballoon, takes down Polyspill, which is a very nice pick. That's exactly what they need. And looks like Bacon is going to be ready for Weatherballoon as he comes out here. And yes, he does. He takes down Weatherballoon. And looks like this may be their kind of push attempt a little bit early. None of their guys in the south are ready, but that does allow Scorpio to push up into the low red truck building. And yes, he does manage to get a very nice pick. Now it's just 1v4 situation. Geeka, he is in a very bad way. This is going to be a round for BossFight, as you can see, bringing us to a 3-1. That's what BossFight wants. Maybe they'll be able to take it back. Maybe this will go to a 3-3 like Quarantine. But I think Lemon Squad, they might take it, but maybe the failure of the cap attempt and the loss of this round afterwards, maybe it's going to hurt them morally. It might. Maybe they're going to start to just play slightly subpar compared to how they could at their optimal mental state. That kind of thing really affects you if you miss out on a cap attempt, you miss out on the second round, and you're on a what looks to be a 3-0 comeback for the enemy team. It's very disheartening to see. For some reason I doubt that's what will happen. My bet is still on Lemon Squad for taking this. Now, if Lemon Squad win this round, they're currently at 1240 MMR. And BossFight is at 1230. They won't actually gain much here, because Lemon Squad is above BossFight in the worldwide rankings right now, which is certainly an interesting one. You'd expect BossFight, the OC5 team, to actually be in that top 4, but no. Globachem Danglers, Globachem Beginners Danglers, SMC, and then Lemon Squad in the top 5. Strange to see, but this match win against BossFight, if Lemon Squad can manage to actually secure it, will put them into the top 3, in fact, above Danglers, slightly below Beginners. Well, 30 MMR below Beginners and Globachem, but they're both way ahead of everyone else. Looks like there are some connection issues on the side of Lemon Squad's side. They're going to be maybe swapping a guy out. I did see someone just leave, but they were readied up, so it might be them swapping out for like Rafnek, because we did see him in chat just shortly ago. See, yeah, he said he had to go to work, so maybe it is just a connection issue. We'll see when that is fixed, and we'll be hopping into the 4th and potentially final round of Downfall. Here we go, hopping straight into now what could be the final round of Lemon Squad versus BossFight on Downfall. This time, it's going to be that very dangerous objective. Lemon Squad could possibly take this nice and clean, as long as they can continue some nice moves and catch someone as they try to move across to, say, the Center Hotel.
Yeah, you can come.
They might have expected that quick spawn here. They do have a guy already popping off shots. Polis has given away the spawn, and now it's like Scorpio's going to be rushing through that valley to try and catch someone, though. Likely, Polis will catch him first. Or not, he seems unaware, and Weatherballoon, in fact, is the one that tags him from the white building. Scorpio's going to confirm that kill. He's way on the flank now. Scorpio can do some serious damage. Judging by how this is going, I think they might be able to take this already to a 3-2. But they have given away their position in the south as well. Geeker and Centaurian, they are in a very bad way of giving away their position already. Scorpio's going to be looking for them at the very least. If Scorpio can come across the same pathway they used to get up here, as assuming they weren't watching it and realise that he's down in the valley, they will likely be able to take both of them out, and it'll be going to a 2v5 immediately. So far, not much movement. They're being nice and careful here. Scorpio still hasn't actually moved up to these south hills, though. He should absolutely know that there is somebody up here. There is no way in hell they don't realise they're up here. They popped off the shots. It should have been called out by both Weatherballoon and Scorpio, and pretty much everyone else on the map, as it's very easy to tell they're up here. As you can see, Sharku's popping off the shots over towards Geeker. Yeah, you can hear Geeker call out there. There is no way they can do anything up here due to the dark room position. And there goes Centaurian, picked up by Hoochie. Where is he, actually? Looks like he was on the center hotel in the doorway. That is a really tight angle and a very long-range shot from Hoochie. That is nice. You confirming shots from Scorpio, but it's not actually going to do too much. He does take down Geeker at least, though. That is absolutely what they want here. And it's going to actually confirm Centaurian as well if he realises he's over there. He should hopefully realise he's in the smoke, but Scorpio's going to be called up by Synth as well. And yes, there you go. That's 2 confirmed kills in the south now. That is only leaving 2 members of Lemon Squad left up. This is absolutely a round for BossFight. They completely squandered their perfect spawn. Very unfortunate. Calshot was also taken down in the centre. Baconos has no chance of being able to survive and do anything useful here. He's just going to have to roll over and die by the APC. Draws out Hoochie with a fire, but it doesn't work out. In fact, it's counterintuitive, and instead, Baconos gets taken out by Hoochie, and it is going to go 3-2, as I predicted at the start. Maybe I've broken the curse. Maybe I have. I hope I have. Now is in a very important round. Will they be able to bring this to a 3-3 with a nice muscle round, or they'll be able to defend it? It's a pretty good objective to defend on Lemon Squad's side. But so was the Crater objective, and it just didn't work out well for them. You can see Scorpio 5-1. You can see how much work he's putting in for his team here. BossFight has absolutely got their kind of pace back here with these past 2 rounds, because you could tell at the very start that they were in a very good way. Lemon Squad, the opposite. They got 2 people up in the south. They just got trapped there. Why would you ever send 2 people far south like that? And it was just a disaster from that point onward. They lost to their Polyspiller in the valley. Scorpio flanked them on the south. They had 2 members get killed in the center because they had no cover and nowhere to really move to. Lemon Squad just needs to get their pace back and realise that they need to change how they're playing to something a bit more aggressive if they want to counter BossFight. Here we go, the auto stop is popping off and we're going to be hopping straight in. Oh, never mind. They cancelled it for a second. Then they are going straight in now. This is the 6th round of what could be, again, hopefully, the final round of Lemon Squad versus BossFight. Who wins this round? If Lemon Squad win it, it's going to be going to the final, it's going to be the end of this match, and Lemon Squad will take it with a very nice score, although it's getting mighty close. With BossFight, if they win this round, they still have another one to go, but a very, hopefully, easy defense for them if they can, because as far as I'm concerned, they deserve this win. They've been fighting very hard this match, though they have kind of squandered Quarantine 1 a little bit, but they get the nice early pick on the Centaurian there, Sharku taking him down. Being a little bit too aggressive there, Centaurian, I know what I said, but hey, Scorpio does get taken out by Caltrop though. A little bit of a nade throwing out smoke rather throughout Caltrop. There goes Sharku, taken out by Caltrop. He's doing some good work in here so far. He might also be able to take down Weatherblue in the valley. He did see him just at the very tip of his head. He's not able to actually confirm the shot though. He's have to duck back a little bit. He's going to have to deal with the twin skies as well. Looks like he's going to be running out of the white building to try and catch him. It's a very risky play but could pay off big time. But they're already down 2 members on BossFight's side. This looks like it will be a Lemon Squad round and thus a victory. That's how it's seeming so far, but we've seen some comebacks so far this match. Yes, there goes Baconos, taken down by Weatherblue. Looks like he managed to catch him inside that Eastern Dumpster Darkroom. That's a good pick. Caltrop should really deal with Weatherblue at some point in the near future. Otherwise, he's just going to set up, watch that doorway, and get eviscerated. There's no way Weatherblue will expect him to be inside the small wooden room there. Oh, that was a risky peek, Caltrop. Very risky peek. Now here comes Weatherblue, he's rushing up. Weatherblue's going straight in, doesn't expect him to be there. And yes, Caltrop does manage to take him down with a nice reposition. And now Caltrop might be able to also take down more, but it doesn't work out. Hoochie instead downs him inside the white building. But he can call out all of the information like Scooby and Hoochie's positions.
I'm dead.
They're reviving the one on West Wall.
There's nobody on West Wall, Hoochie, don't know what you're talking about. Oh, never mind, they're talking about Centaurian. Yes, that would be a very risky revive. There's no way they're going for it. But that is in fact correct. A strange call out.
Did he get revived or what's up?
He didn't, and he does confirm it. Geeker and Poliswell, they are still in a relatively good position to defend the objective, especially with their teammate Caltrop calling out their locations and any information he can get from the white building. Going to be a hard one, that's for sure. You can see Poliswell's got a nade in hand. He's ready to defend this objective no matter what it takes. He's not accepting a cap from the inside. He does manage to take down Scooby. That's a really good pick. Now it's just Hoochie who's going to be coming around the south side, which Caltrop will be able to call out, which is definitely what they need right now. Once they know where Hoochie is, it's pretty much game over for them, and Lemon Squad, they're definitely going to take this unless Hoochie can pull off one of his insane 1v3s yet again, or rather 1v2s. Caltrop actually might not be able to hear him because of the thumping of the heartbeat when you're down, which would be a big no-no for him. If Hoochie pops off some shots, it'll be a grave error. He can run inside, take down Polisville, and then maybe cap it or just hold off. Holding off would probably be the best decision. It'll be tense with 2 minutes remaining. Hoochie, he's going to be coming out of the valley now. He needs to deal with Polisville. Not expecting someone to be on the, he is expecting someone to be on that west side rather, but not expecting someone to be on the 2-story, which you probably should be on that second floor of the objective building. The fact that he's not is kind of interesting. I guess they would have known if someone went in there, as they can watch that entire side pretty much right out of spawn. But here it goes, with this rush up now. This is the final last-ditch attempt for BossFight to possibly win this match. As long as Polisville goes down, they stand a serious chance of actually being able to pull it off. He needs to stay silent. He stays silent. He checks his time. He knows he has 75 seconds remaining. That isn't plenty for what he's doing right now. Silence is key here. I'm unsure if Polypil still has his nade out, but if he does, it's going to end in his death without any doubt. He stayed really silent so far. This is exactly what he needs right now. 50 seconds remaining. Lemon Squad are getting antsy. Lemon Squad's getting antsy along with Hoochie. You can see him getting twitchy this every time somebody moves. Oh, if he clicks his gun, he clicks his gun. That is a massive mistake, and he's made too much noise. And Lemon Squad's going to rush out and take down Hoochie. What a major mistake. And that's going to be the round win for Lemon Squad. And a nice comeback from Lemon Squad. What could have been possibly a round loss for them is instead a match win. And that's a very, very well played match by Lemon Squad indeed. And what a fantastic match to cast and watch. Utterly amazing with the plays we had there, especially with Weatherbloom with his insane kill streaks. But man, that was a hell of a match to see. We have some replays from that. Let's take a look at them now before we head off and go to information you might need in the future casts. I still don't know why Hoochie did this. He checked this room, he kind of hung about there. Maybe he thought there was only one left, but he clicked his gun, threw a smoke out the exit for some reason, then just went in for a cap and was railed by Polyspil. And you can hear Polis celebrating. Might just barely be able to hear it. The audio is massively toned down. Anyway, that is going to be it from the VR Master League today. The final score of Lemon Squad versus BossFight is 11-8. 4 points to Lemon Squad on Bazaar, 3 on Quarantine, 4 on Downfall, with BossFight taking 2 on Bazaar, 4 Quarantine, 2 Downfall. Very, very nice match to watch and cast, and that'll be it from us. If you need more information, if you're a new player to Onward or the league in general, you can get some information on when the matches are coming up, along with new casts on vrmasterleague.com/onward, and all the information you can be found is in the areas on that website. Thank you for watching, everyone. Goodbye.